Sit down. Sit. Good girl. High five. High five. Good girl. Come on, Bo. Sit down. Sit. High five. Come on. High five. Good girl. Hi, Julie. High five. Good girl. Hey, Bo. High five. Here you go. High five. Good. That was a good one. High five.
Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to FlossTube number 64. It is November 12th, 2021, and I haven't made a FlossTube in about 4 weeks. Sorry about that. I did put out a couple of other videos in between there, so hope you got to check those out. This is a channel about cross stitch and my online cross stitch shop. I have my cross stitch that I am working on to share with you and some other projects that I have going on, and I've got some fun new inventory to show. I'm also going to reveal, I haven't looked at it yet, I've got the Black Needle Society Retreat in a box for the first time, and I'm going to go through the contents for that. Hi, Bo. She hears me say FlossTube, and I think she just runs right here. So lots to show you. I want to keep it as short as possible, so let's get into it here. Yes, I see you. So since I saw you last, a lot's gone on. I didn't do a lot of crafting, so but I did some fun things. We did take our last camping trip of the year. We just went down about an hour south of where we live to Mount Pleasant, Iowa, and we wanted to try end of season kind of cold weather camping to see how our RV did. Our RV actually has two different kinds of heaters. It has a heat pump and then it has a propane heater. And the first night we were there, it did get down to 36 degrees. So we got to really test out the heater, and it worked really, really well. We were very comfortable. We visited Mount Pleasant, which was a really nice downtown to visit if you ever get a chance to go there. They have a small quilt shop and, I don't know, 3 or 4 antique stores and some fun boutiques. That's where I got my Midwest Nice t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. And they have a couple nice restaurants and stuff. They're known for the Threshers reunion. They have a Threshers museum, and then they have a huge, huge event. I don't really know what a Thresher is or what a Threshers reunion does, but it's a big deal down there. And yes, you are grabbing my necklace. So we did that, and I did go to the quilt shop, of course, and bought just a few things there. And then we went hiking. They had a small county park near where we were camping, and we did a autumn hike that was really nice. And then the next night, that was Saturday night, it started pouring down rain about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't quit until midnight the next night. So it rained for almost 24 hours, and it poured. So that Sunday, we just hung out in our camper. We stayed nice and warm and cozy, and I cross-stitched, and well, I tried to cross-stitch, and we watched some TV and had some hot chocolate and had a really good time. And the next day we came home. Then I just got back from Seattle, where my daughter lives. So I got to go to Seattle for the first time. We were there for 4 nights. It was cold and rainy, of course, because that's Seattle. We went hiking in, what was the name of the island? Whidbey Island. So my daughter drove us to the north part of the island, and we worked our way all the way down to the south. We saw some of the World War II bunkers and forts that were really cool. And we did a nice hike that took us down to the beach, and we just had a great time. It was cold and it was very, very windy, but we had a great time. And then took the ferry back over to Seattle. And the next day, on a Sunday, it was also cold and rainy, but we went and saw my daughter's house for the first time. And then we went to the Chihuly Glass Museum. And that was just amazing. That was really, really, really cool. If I think of it, I'll try to post some photos from the Glass Museum at the end of the video. And then the next day, my husband and I went to Pike Marketplace. My daughter had to work, and it's a huge outdoor market with, you know, fresh fish, meat, all the produce and stuff. But then it has a huge area of local vendors and artists. And my souvenir was this little pendant, which of course you can't see, but it's silver, and the artist stamped little flower stems and flower petals in it. And so I picked that up as my Seattle souvenir. So we had a really good time. I was so tired of wearing my mask on the plane. We went to the airport at 9:00 in the morning, 9:30 in the morning Seattle time, and we didn't get home until 10:30 at night our time, which would be 8:30 at night Seattle time. So almost 12 hours of having your mask on, and I'm totally pro mask, but boy, after 12 hours it gets really, really kind of old wearing them. So some other things that are going on, I was reading my notes. My daughter's coming home. So I'll get to see her twice in less than a month, which is phenomenal. But she's going to come home on Thanksgiving Day, and then we will probably celebrate Thanksgiving on Friday. So she's going to stay with us a whole week and work from home some of the days. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Kind of bad news. I haven't talked about this for a really long time. Early videos, I probably mentioned it. But I have an eye disease that I've had for 12 years. About 12 years ago, I started noticing that when I went from dark, like when I got up in the morning and then walked into the bathroom and turned the light on, so I went from dark to very bright, that I would have a big black spot in the middle of my, kind of in the middle of my right eye. And finally went to the doctor about it and discovered I had a blind spot in my eye. And after multiple doctors and MRIs and all this kind of stuff, they diagnosed me with an eye disease called MEWDS, M-E-W-D-S, which is a white dot syndrome disease. There's a bunch of diseases that are called white dot syndrome diseases. And long story short, the disease itself usually isn't very bad, but I had a complication where my eye started creating new vessels, new abnormal vessels in the eye, and then they leak and bleed, and that causes blind spots in your vision. It's very, very similar to wet macular degeneration. So early on, I started getting injections, which help a lot. The doctor told me it probably kept me from going blind in that eye. And early on, I would get the injections. Well, very early on, I'd get them every 6 weeks and every 12 weeks and stuff, so multiple a year. But now I'm to the point where I only need an injection. Sometimes I can go 18 months or almost 2 years. But this week, of about 2 months ago or 8 weeks or 6 weeks ago, I started noticing what happens when it leaks is that my vision gets wavy. And I notice it when I do close-up work. I don't really notice it when I cross-stitch, thank goodness. But if I'm working with lined paper, or I'm working on like on an Excel spreadsheet on my computer, or reading, the waves just kind of go like, or the lines just kind of go like that. And also I was starting to have some trouble with my depth perception. So I made an appointment, and I'd just been there like 3 weeks before that. And he's like, "You're fine, come back in 6 months," you know, and excuse me, went in yesterday and had another injection in my right eye. I think I've had maybe 21 now. And then they also formally diagnosed me with early stage macular degeneration. And so I'm pretty bummed about that. Macular degeneration is huge on my mom's side of the family. My mom is pretty much legally blind in one eye and almost blind in the other one. And two of her sisters and her brother also were blind by the time they passed away. And then her parents both had it. So it's a little bit early. It's called AMD, age-related macular degeneration. And it's in my left eye. My disease is in my right eye. And what's in my left eye so far is the dry version, which has no treatment and or cure, but it's usually very slow moving. My mom also got diagnosed very early, and hers, she didn't get really, really bad until she was close to 78 to 80. So it's been a little bit to take in. You know, I was kind of hoping it would skip me, but we'll deal with it. My husband's great about it. I do have trouble with some things, low light, just different things that I don't really drive at night anymore and stuff. So it was just kind of, I didn't want to hear that, but it is what it is, and you know, take it one day at a time and go for there and hope that it moves very, very slowly. So I think that's it for that haul. So I have two things to show you. First of all, I got a new shipment of fabric by Jodi from Steel City Stitchers, and this is the first time I've looked at it. I opened the bag so I wouldn't have to open it while I was watching it, but I didn't look. And oh my goodness, I love these. So Jodi from Steel City Stitchers is dyeing her own fabric, and you can get on a waiting list to join. I think I paid $20 a month, and you get 2 pieces, and you get the count of your choice. So I have 32 count Lugana, and look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. So, so gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. I love all of her fabrics. And then I got a piece of green, and I used a piece color similar to this. I don't know if it was quite as bright as this to do my Wish You Lived Next Door project. Yes, Bo. Now there is cat hair on it. So I love the fabric that I get from Jodi, and I will put a link down below to Steel City Stitchers YouTube channel, and you can get information. If you look underneath the show more information section there, you can contact Jodi and see about getting on that. But these are so much fun, and I'm actually, one of the giveaways a few weeks ago was a piece of her fabric, and it was not claimed. So that's going to be the giveaway for, one of the giveaways for this week. So stay tuned for that. The next thing is, about a year ago, I'd been watching these videos of the Black Needle Society Retreat in a Box subscription club, and looked like a lot of fun. So of course they had a huge wait list, and I put my name on the list and forgot completely about it. And about 3 months ago, I got an email, and it says the wait is over. There's a spot open, and you can get a box if you respond in the next 24 hours. So I did, and that was a few months ago. And while I was gone to Seattle, so you've probably already seen unboxings, and if you have, just skip ahead. But I got mine while I was gone, and that's what it looks like when it came in the mail. And it says Resolution Stitching. And so I have opened it and just kind of went through it, but I have not looked at everything. So we're going to do that now. And like I said, if you've already seen the unboxing, just skip ahead. So it's kind of out of order. The first thing is a pattern, a design called The River, Modern Folk Embroidery. And it says, the river that flows in you also flows in me. Isn't that beautiful? So that was included. And then we got Retreat in a Box Specialty Floss. I have not seen this yet. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at this. This is forbiddenfiber.com, River of Life. And look how much of it there is. Oh my gosh. There is a ton of floss there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. That is so, so, so beautiful. Says 46 yards. 46 yards. So 100% cotton fast. Cotton floss, color fast, and light fast. Oh my gosh. I love that. So that was that. And then we got these cards. Then we got this pack of cards, and it says, use these 52 cards to help inspire your stitching throughout the year. Choose a card when you need help choosing your next project, or draw one card a week for a fun year-long challenge. So, and it says Black Needle Society Stitching Challenge Deck. What a great idea. So I'll just go through the first 3 or 4 here. Stitch on a piece for Christmas or winter. Stitch on a piece for Halloween or fall. Stitch on a piece with dessert. Stitch on a piece with a beverage. That'd be pretty easy. Lots of coffee. Stitch on a piece with bones. Isn't that so cool? Stitch on a piece with mirrored motifs. Stitch on a piece with a heart. So you can mix those up and kind of like a decision wheel, and draw a card and figure out what you want to stitch on, or maybe what you want to start. So that is so, so cool. Then I have a Retreat in the Box exclusive needle minder. This is so exciting. So actually, I had looked at a few of the past boxes, and I'm like, I'm not sure this is for me or not. I love everything in this box so far. So, all this is cool. This is a timestamp needle minder, and it says, New Year, New Start. Very, very cool. Very cool. Love it. Okay, then I have this, and I don't know what it is. It's a tally counter, and I'm assuming it's to count stitches or something. I got to read about that. So somebody, if you know what it is in the comments, tell me what it is, but it says tally counter on it. So I got to figure that out. Then we got a New Year wish. Can't hardly see it. It is a sparkler. So you light the sparkler like 4th of July, and it's gold. That's so fun. Then we got, let's see. Then we got a stitching journal, which I have not opened yet. And it says Stitching Journal and Planner 2022, the Black Needle Society. They just knocked this out of the park, I tell you. This is so cool. Come on, Bo. Down you go. So this is what it looks like on the front. It's got needles all over it, and it's got a little closer thing. And then it's got tabs for each month. It says Stitching Journal Planner. And really nice calendar. And each month it has Battle of the Whips. Add 12 new or existing projects to the provided spaces in round 1. Stitch at least 1 hour on each project and note the number of stitches completed. Move on to round 2 with the project with the most progress. Continue until you declare a winning piece. And that is that. And then it's got nice, beautiful illustrations. That one's for March. And it says, Wisely and slow they stumble that run fast, by William Shakespeare. And it's got a place for works in progress and new purchases, all for 2022. Mid-year finishes, you can For July, you can enter what you finished so far that year. Project Daily Stitch Tracker and Project Stitch and Project Progress Tracker. I'll have to figure out how those work. Wow, this is just unbelievable. So much fun. Well done is better than well said. So that is just a beautiful journal. And with that, then, I think the last thing is they gave us this gorgeous stitching stickers that we can use in our journal or anywhere else we want to. I could not be happier with every single thing in that box. I got to figure out the tally counter. I'm sure it's stitches, but I'll figure that out. Oh, and then we get for our cat. Did you see that? She just picked up the thing that closes my journal and took off with it. I'll probably never see it again. We get a 3-year project tracker, pages, which I'm assuming are for the journal. Yep. So I'm not quite sure how to use it. I can't even think 3 weeks ahead, let alone 3 years ahead. So yearly tracker 2023. So, it's individual projects, 2022 to 2024. Probably so you can add to your journal and not have to get a new journal. So, wow, there's a lot in there and I loved every single thing. Black Needle Society has a wait list, I signed up. I went ahead, I mean, it's not cheap. I went ahead and signed up for 1 whole year, which I think is 4 deliveries, excuse me. And if they're all as good as that, then I'm going to be thrilled. So I hope you enjoyed that. Another haul I got while we were in Mount Pleasant was there's a little boutique and it had this frame, and it's made out of rolled newspaper or magazine pages, and I thought it would be a nice frame for something fall at some time, so I just picked that up. Then whips. I got lots of whips. So I've been working, I did not do a lot of stitching. I've been working on my garden fair project sampler, and last time I had done most of this band here. So I did finish all of the top band and the black band, and I'm almost done with the red. So when I'm a little tiny bit over halfway done. So that looks like this. And I don't know if I can find it. If I can find it, I will put it at the end of the video. But one of the viewers said they stitched this, but they did it in blue and white, I think. I can't remember. And she sent me a photo of it. If I can find the photo in the email, I will put that at the end of the video. It looks so different and it's so beautiful. Then I started a new start. I started Winter Notes by Shepherd's Bush, and there's a lot. Shepherd's Bush has a very unique style, does a lot with wordplay, and I've never really been drawn to them. But I was in a needle workshop, and this was on display, and it was absolutely adorable. And I'm like, well, I have that in my inventory. I'm going to stitch that. So, of course, I can't remember. I cannot remember I'm stitching it on 32 count, and I can't remember what fabric I'm using. If I can find it, I will. I want to say Touch of Gray, but I don't think that's it. If I can find it, I will put it in either crossed here or down below. So what I've gotten done so far is this, and this is why I said I tried to stitch in the camper. I started this. I did the hearts first, and then I started this is the door, or this is the house. By the time I got to here, I had ripped out 6 times. I was like, my husband, I'm sorry, I'm going to swear, but my husband says my project's names are God damn it. And what do I say? I said, I always say, God bless America and other things. But so I was on my 6th time ripping out, and then I dropped and lost my needle, and I said, that's it. I have done it. And I put it away and went to the couch. So I did work on it just a little bit while we were waiting for flights while we were in Seattle. So it's coming along a little bit better now. So other haul projects first. I used to make Scrabble tile jewelry, specifically earrings and what were the pendants, earrings and pendants. And I have a bunch of them left, and I have jars of blank Scrabble tiles left. And I started thinking about making Scrabble tile needle minders. So I took some of my Scrabble tiles that were already made, and nobody wants to see your rear end in their camera, and made and bought some magnets just to try it out and see how it worked. So here's my first attempts. Here's one right here. It's an apple, and I bought some magnets, glued one to the back, and had another one. But the magnets, which is fine, but the magnets I got aren't quite strong enough. So I have gotten some stronger magnets, and so here's a few of them. There's a Santa, and they look a little blurry, but they're not blurry. A hedgehog, and this one says, this is one that I designed in Photoshop. I took an image of Santa looking in the list, and then I put in Dear Santa, define nice. So sorry, that's not. So I talked to my husband, and I got some heavier magnets, and I think what I'm going to be able to do, I'll either pry the glue off these or pry these off, and but I think I can use one weak magnet and one strong magnet, and these will work fine. But my husband, I didn't really like having the magnet stick out. You know, it's just glued on, and it can eventually come unglued and stuff. So I asked my husband, he has a woodworking shop, and I asked him if he could drill a hole that I could inset the magnets into. And so he did, and it works perfectly. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these up with some different images and give that a try. So they will either be in my auctions on Facebook, or I will list some on my shop. Magnets are expensive. I don't know how people can get by selling them wholesale for $3. They must buy their magnets in bulk. But that's going to be fun, and I'm hoping to use up a bunch of my Scrabble tiles. Let me know what you think about those. Then I was watching the Great Floss Drop Trade trend on Instagram, which is really cool. It's where people make floss cards, and they print out a bunch of them, and then they trade them for free with anybody. And I'm like, those are really cool. That's a really, really, really cool idea. But it would be even cooler if the cards were handmade, like artist trading cards. If you've ever look up ACEO or ATC, artist trading cards. And so I started thinking how I could do that. And I ended up buying the Antiquarian sticker book, which is, everybody said it was fabulous. It is fabulous. And then I had done a lot of collage paperwork in my jewelry making. So I have a ton of stuff already. And then I bought some ephemera and things. So I made some project cards that I would trade with a few people probably, but I'm hoping to have these available, and I will do a tutorial on how I make these once I can figure out my camera and everything. But basically, I found these craft blanks on Amazon. They're very, very thin, and I knew I needed to have a sturdy floss card. So I looked and looked and looked for sturdy cardstock, and I didn't have a lot, but Cricut sells 12 by 12 sheets of very sturdy cardstock. So what I do is on my Cricut, I designed the shape, and then I actually print the words with my Cricut pen. I don't print these on a printer because I want them to look handmade. So I create a sheet of these at a time. It prints the words. It says project name, designer, start date, end date, and fabric. Then and then the Cricut automatically cuts those out so they match the back. So I glue the front to the back using spray adhesive. And then once they're made, I collage them. And here's the ones that I've made so far. We've got Feel Deeply. They are sealed with Mod Podge, so they're a little glary. Ah, that's better. So Feel Deeply, Tell the Tale, and it's got Wisdom. Is that Wisdom? Yeah. Satisfied Trip. Dare to Be Yourself. Harmony. And this one has little lines because I used washi tape as the background. Your Heart Sings and My Soul Listens. Autumn and Thanksgiving. Ponderings. And Friendship. That one needs to be sealed with Mod Podge yet. So those are the ones that I've finished so far. They are an absolute blast to make. I love it. They do take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes per piece. So they aren't, I can get some done in 15 minutes. They need a couple coats of Mod Podge, and you have to let it dry each time. So let me know what you think about those. I put a set of 2 on my auction, one of my auctions, and I asked $6, so $3 each, and I didn't get any bids. So I was a little like, oh man, should I make any more of these? Let me know what you think and what you think. I'm thinking I would have to ask at least $5 for them to be worth it. They are one of a kind, and they're so what you would use them, you can use them 3 different ways. You can just collect them because hopefully more people will start making their own. Or you can do the free trade type of thing, or you can fill out the information on the back, and when you have a finished design, stick it in the back of the frame like a project label and have it there. Or you can punch a hole in the top. I'm not going to punch a hole in case, that's not what people want. And then you could use it with your floss drops and keep it as this is my current project type of thing. So there's a number of different ways to use them. So I'm really excited about them. I'm gonna make a bunch more and give it a try, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Giveaway. Last week's giveaway I had 3. One of them was this Praiseworthy Stitches Bewitching Bangles bracelet kit, and you had to use the word cat, and there were 14 people interested in that, and the winner is Viv's Crafts, V-I-V-S Crafts. So if you won, email me. My email is down below in the show more information. And email me and make sure you put FlossTube winner in the subject line so that it doesn't get lost in my dozens and dozens of emails. The next one was snowballs for sale. This is so cute. This is by It's So Emma. 38 people were interested in that, and the winner is Susan Silver. So, again, email me with FlossTube winner in the subject. And the last one was American Pride by Ori TM. And you had to use the word pride in your sentence. And there were 18 people interested in that. And the winner is Amy Wickhouse, Wickhouse. So congratulations to everybody that won. Many of my giveaways go unclaimed. So, you know, don't sign up to win if you're not going to watch the next video. I do also try to contact people by putting a comment next to their entry, but I would say 40 to 50% of my giveaways people don't claim. So so just keep that in mind. If you're gonna sign up, make sure you watch the next video. Okay, just to mention, I did do a video since my last FlossTube on my craft room, just a very brief tour of my craft room, and it got a lot of interest because I use a Craftsman toolbox as my main storage. So if you're interested in that, just go to my channel and look at my recent videos, and there's one titled, it has a picture of a red Craftsman toolbox, and it I think Bo's sitting in one of the drawers, and it says what's in the red box, type of thing. But I got lots of questions on that. Lots of people told me they were going to go shop for a toolbox after that. And so if you're interested in what I'm doing, I love it. It's a perfect storage for me. Another thing to mention is, I've mentioned them in the past, but if you're not signed up, if you like deals and you're not signed up for my Facebook auctions, it is something to consider. The link is down below, or it's in my Linktree link. It's a special site, a special Facebook group where I only do auctions. I don't do them as often as I would like. I try to do at least one a month. But there's some really mostly pre-owned things on there. But some of the pre-owned stuff I get has never been used. It's brand new. And there are some amazing deals sometimes. We've given away club kit, full unopened club kits from Pineberry Lanes and Chessie and Me, and I think the next auction is going to have the original Monopoly chart in it. There's been a number of older Brenda Gervais with the needle and thread charts, some that I've never seen before. Some are, and then when I do the auctions, I list the description of each one. Some of them aren't in very good condition. Some are brand new. So it's a lot of fun. And I usually start the auctions pretty low, sometimes as low as 50 cents or $1. And sometimes you can get some deals, and sometimes things go pretty high depending on how popular they are. But if that's something that you'd be interested in, then take a look at our Facebook group just for auctions, not our main Facebook group. All right, new giveaway. So the new giveaway is I'm going to give away my copy of Next Door by Heartstring Samplery, and use the word door. You can say next door or whatever, but you can say, new door. Don't use plural, use just singular. So I hope a new door opens in my future, or I like the chart next door, something like that. You must be a subscriber. I can now look and see if you're a subscriber. You have to be a subscriber, and you don't use the word giveaway, and you have to be 18 or older so I can legally ask for your address. So use the word door for that. And then this is one of the things nobody claimed. This is fabric by Jodi. So use the word fabric. And again, same thing. Don't use the word giveaway. And you must be subscribed to the channel. So I think that's it. I am now going to show my new inventory. Some of it is, it's been a long time, so some of it's Halloween, which is a little past its prime, but I've got some fun things in here. First one is the Halloween Flip It by Lizzie and Kate. Does that come with anything? Yes, it comes with little tiny bat charm. So cute. Next one is Welcome Spring by Leela's Studio. I actually really like that chart. New by Bent Creek, or reprint, or not Bent Creek, I'm sorry, Blackbird Designs. I don't know if it's a reprint or new. I think it's a reprint. And it is Maria Selby Humphrey, 1831. And it's based on an original, designs based from an original sampler. So you get My Home, and that's one design. And then you get Summer in Bloom Drum Keep. And hang on, where is it? And the it says, "'Tis education forms the common mind, lost as the twig is bent, the tree is inclined." So you get those three things in that book. New by Luminous Fiber Arts, Noel Rouge, Red Christmas. It's a really nice smalls. New by Cottage Garden Samplings is Storytime with Santa. And then I also had Christmas Delivery, which is the same type of design, Santa pulling a sled, I think. But I sold out of that one already before I got to show it to you. And I've got more on order. Haunted by Luminous Fiber Arts. Well, you are just involved today, aren't you? New by Jeanette Douglas Designs, Joy Be Thine. The joy for me is the stitch. It's got a number of specialty stitches. It's absolutely stunning. There is a thread pack available. The thread pack uses a whole bunch of different threads. It uses Gloriana, Dinky Dyes, Classic Colorworks, Belle Soie, Thread Gatherer, and Soie d'Alger. And there is a thread pack available that I can order. I think it retails for about $85, but I will order it if you let me know. New reprint from Stony Creek is Santa's Revisited 9, and it's the years 2001, 2006, and 2008. Another one by Cottage Garden Samplings is, that was my cat, sorry, Snow in Love, going to places she's not supposed to be. Isn't that cute? I love the detail here where she put the reindeer and snowflakes embedded in the snow of the snowman. I think that's really cute. And it's got a female and male cardinal. From Pedal Pusher, Heaven and Nature Sing. I also like this one. I like all the different colored stars and shapes of the stars. And Seasons of Change Row by Bent Creek. It's got a snowman and a house, a lighthouse, and a pumpkin patch. Not quite sure what spring is supposed to be. It's a house with some daisies. New by Hands On Design, Take Whisks. And it has a bonus chart in there that says, has kitchen conversions. So there's actually 2 charts. This one I love. It's new by Homespun Elegance, Sandra Sullivan. It's called Wicked Stitcher. And it's a cat running off with a needle and thread. And it says Eek. It's called Wicked Stitcher. I think that one's so cute. New by Cor E. Batticourt is La Note de Natal. Translates to Silent Night is how they translate it. And again, the detail, I've said this a whole bunch of times, but the detail by Cor E. Batticourt, the little things are just so cute. You got a polar bear with a scarf. You got a cat. You got the couple sharing a blanket. What is that one? A bunny rabbit with a hat and matching scarf. And then the deer has ornaments hanging on the antlers. Just so many different details. From Shepherd's Bush, Scary. And this one, it's shown on, let's see. I don't know what size it is. The stitch count is only 37 by 53, and this is on a pre-made mesh bag. But if you stitch it on 32 count platinum, you can make the fob, and there's a second design of scissors fob and a pin keep. So it makes a big that would be what the difference in fabric count does for you. New by Hands On Design, Let's Talk Stitching. New by Nora Corbett, part of the Bewitching Pixies series, is Masked Mischief, and there is a embellishment pack that is available for this. Another new one from Blackbird Designs, or a reprint, Honeysuckle Manor. And it says Samplers and Projects in Vintage Style. A couple of them here. Let's see what else is in here. All kinds of smalls. Biscornus, flower tape measure, pin box, all kinds of things. Here's the Margaret Harris 1877. So this is about a 40-page booklet called Honeysuckle Manor. Another one by Blackbird Design is Violet's Blue. This is a leaflet. And these are designed by Barb Adams, who has recently passed away. Primrose Cottage, Deck the Halls. New designers, super popular. Santa's Revisited 9. Did I already say that? 2001, 2006, and 2008. If I already showed you those, sorry. This one's got the Sewing Santa. New designs by Kitty and Me Designs from the Colorful Cat series. I love this one. Snowflake. She's so beautiful. And then she has a new Colorful Bird series. We've got a cardinal. Colorful Owl series. I love this one. His name is Edgar. Isn't that, I mean, look at those eyes in that dark, stark black. Autumn Chipmunk by Kitty Me Designs. These were all from the expo. And Cherry Berry, Colorful Cats. And there's a few more here. Colorful Bird Robin. Cat Poinsettia. Look at those eyes. The eyes are just amazing. Blue Jay, Colorful Birds. Goldfinch in the Colorful Birds. And Colorful Cat Jingle with little bells all around the outside. And I think that's it for Kitty and me. Then I was able to get some, let's see, is that all of them? Some with thy needle and thread designs. It's really weird. I have a hard time getting these. I order them from Hoffman. I've tried to contact Brenda Gervais to see about ordering directly from her, but I don't ever get a response. And Hoffman will announce new charts and then they're immediately sold out and they don't give them back in. So I just have to keep going to Hoffman's site and looking under with thy needle and thread and see what they have, and I'll order them and get them in, and then next time I'll try to reorder them and they're not available anymore. So they're hard to get. Santa's Tree Farm. Basket Full of Autumn. Autumn's Bouquet. Oops, sorry. It's a squirrel. Spring Fling. And Winter in Baltimore. And Spring Frolic at Bunny Hill. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you like those and you see Brenda Gervais charts on my site, snap them up because I might not get them back in. Another one from Cottage Garden Samplings is Summer at the Shore, A Time for All Seasons, number 8. This would be so cute in a lake house or beach house. Another one by Brenda Gervais, With a Needle and Thread, Souvenirs of the Heart. I've already gone in and tried to reorder that and can't. This is Autumn in Aurora, I believe is what it says. So it's the autumn version of Souvenirs of the Heart, and then Star Spangled Spectacular version of Souvenirs of the Heart. And I can no longer order that either. Another one by Brenda Gervais is Bloom. Then by Lindy Stitches, I love these. It's called Halloween Tales, T-A-I-L-S. I love the purple horse with the black cat. Her designs are just so unique. Not so new, I don't believe. 2015 by Hands On Design, Give Thanks, just a small. Also by Lindy Stitches, Susie Sampler Maker, How Does Your Garden Grow? With houses and deer on old linen and flowers lined up in a row. By Sweet Ring Studio, which used to be Rabbit Valley Studio, Harvest Glory. Susan O'Brien is the designer. And it says, To God be the glory, great things he hath done. By Lizzie Cake, super smalls, very, very, very quick. Nevermore. Almost done here. Heart in Hand, Patchwork Sheep. It says, Count your blessings, stitch them one by one. New by Waxing Moon Design is Christmas Street. There's also a Halloween Street. New by Quor E Batty Quor, Happy Halloween with Needle, Thread, and Scissors and Company. From the Scarlet House, We Are the Sampler Makers. It says, Plying our needle on linen with thread, our work will live on long after we're dead. Our gentle art gives us such pleasure. The stitchers before us we truly do treasure, for we are the sampler makers. From Lindy Stitches, Vulture Villa from the Happy Habitat series. Another new one, fun one from Quor E Batty Quor is Halloween Party. And from Collection Tra La La, Noël de Souris, which is Christmas mice. And then we have the 2021 ornaments. There are some that I just love in here. Get a good look at those. The Just Cross Stitch magazine. And that's the Halloween one. Then a little late for this, but this was super popular after Expo. The Haunted House Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. This is such a cool chart. Once again, the kitty wants to be involved and cannot be. It's just so neat. Look at that cat on top of that flower motif. Yes, Bo, you're cute. Everybody knows how cute you are. Witch's Craft Room by Twin Peak Primitives. Really like that one too. And let's see, another one by Shepherd's Bush. This one is called Stitch. And then I wanted to re-show you, I finally got these back in stock. There's one for each season: autumn birdhouse, summer birdhouse, winter birdhouse, and spring birdhouse. And these are by Manny Di Donna, and each one comes with just the most amazing wooden button. So this one is autumn. Here's the design, and each of the buttons are used for the middle birdhouse. And these buttons are so cool. So that is autumn. I've showed these in a previous video, but they sold out right away. This one is spring. And this one is summer. It's really cute. It's got like lobster house beach thing. So there's the chart. Whoops, sorry, Bo. There's the button. And winter. There's the chart. And here's the button. Isn't that cool? I just think these are so neat. And then I got a new one in stock for Christmas. And there's the chart. And there's the button. So those are by Manny Di Donna. Another one by Manny Di Donna is The Bee Farm. All right, you need to kind of move, girl. And then 3 more left. Off. I got Opening Gambit by Long Dog Stitchers, based on the game of chess. Nice Snowflakes by Filigram, and there is a Dinky Dies floss pack available for this. I think it's so cute. And last one is Christmas Silhouette Ornaments by Shannon Christine. I also have back in stock Halloween Silhouettes by Shannon Christine. And that is it. So lots of new inventory and a lot more coming. I have boxes of new inventory. I still have stuff. I'm not even going to tell. Well, okay, so I still have stuff from the first virtual expo that I have not entered yet. It's like I have most of it entered. I am so far behind. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and then click the bell to get notified when new videos are available, and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you watching. Happy stitching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.